Las Vegas. Welcome into the Lightspeed Racing League, race number 7, week number 7 of some fantastic racing on a Tuesday night as we are here for the Gridfinder Xfinity Series, and we are ready to have some fun here at Sim City, USA. As I mentioned, it's race number 7 of the series here this evening, and we welcome you to one of the funnest tracks on the circuit, Las Vegas Motor Speedway in the Gridfinder Xfinity Series. From Vegas, I'm the captain, Chris Scalo. Welcome in as we get ready for some fun racing on this mile-and-a-half circuit, one that has got an older surface now, we could say, but you know what? This thing's still got a lot of grip there. So we're looking forward to seeing some great racing tonight. We're going to see some slipping and sliding. We're going to see some side-by-side action, and we're going to see maybe a surprise winner tonight. You just never know. Really quickly, let's jump over to the point standings as we got done with the Bristol Motor Speedway last week virtually, and I'm going to have to use the what is formerly known as Dan Lisa program really quickly to show the points. So give me 1 second. There they are on the screen. Dylan Reed leads it right now by 14 over Justin Wilson. Landon Quisenberry is third, 16 back. Ira Kolas, Brandon Sheets, your top 5 right now in the points for 7 races. And I promise I will start getting graphics and stuff made. Actually working on stuff myself, and we'll have something for you hopefully next week as we continue to work on improving the broadcast for this league. As the cars roll off, let's take a look really quickly at the pole award. Put a cap on that pole award, and it goes to the 15 car of Cameron Hearn, a 30.4 second lap, as he will be the pole sitter tonight for the heat race. Will he also do it for the race itself? We'll have to see, but here's your starting lineup as Cameron Hearn, Ira Kolas, they will take the front row. Dylan Reed, Brandon Massey in row number 2, Brandon Sheets and Chris Harvey in row number 3, Andy Bergani and Adam Brady, row number 4. Row number 5, that is where you see Anthony Giuliano, fresh off a vacation, including a Steelers game. Cade Ferguson in row number 5 also. Murata, Jeff Converse, row 6. Row 7, Kevin Anderson and Sam Fontaine. Brandon Hughes, Anthony McInturf in row number 8. Row number 9 is where you'll see Landon Quisenberry. Not a good run for him here in qualifying. And Matt Teller, Dan Witt and Joe Owen, Chase Berry, and Chris, don't mess with the Chris Honda. I just came up with that. That probably wasn't that funny. Anyways, pace car going to pull off, and we will have a 8 or a 9 lap heat race, basically to see how the field will really start when it is all over from Sin City. Pace cars off. Get your odds in and stuff, and let's see who wins the heat race tonight here in Vegas. Very wide racetrack here, so you got plenty of room to race. Down the back straightaway, Cameron Hearn. And Dylan Reed down to turn 3 and 4. Oh, 4 wide. One car's in the wall. That's Sheets there, and he clobbers Giuliano. And there's our one big wreck of every heat race. Hate to say it like that, but looks like Converse gets a piece of it also as we continue on. 8 laps, not 9. I knew I had the number right the first time. Brandon Massey with the fastest lap there, 30.6, a good lap. Reed putting some pressure on, got a little tight there. Massey's behind him in that Pepsi Black Cherry Cola, the real sugar machine there, Mobile. 97 of Chris Harvey right there behind him, and Adam Brady in the 5th position right now. Of course, for those just joining us here on the Captain Esports Network after the TI IndyCar Series is wrapped up, this officially now the night of LSRL, as starting next week, you will only see on Tuesday nights the Lite Speed Racing League Xfinity Series. I do want to send a shout out to both series, by the way, to TI and to LSRL. Before this whole thing came together, basically there was a lot of work done between both leagues to allow me to come in and broadcast both of them. So I wanted to send a shout out. We were able to get through the 7 races here, and now the transition has begun as the IndyCar Series is going to move to another night, and here we are with LSRL now on Tuesday nights. As Hearn still leads Reed. Down the back straightaway by 0.4. Massey about a half-second back, and then Harvey right there 1 second back as they go by Fontaine, who's got a pretty spiffy-looking Moneymaker Motorsports car. Now, one car we're not seeing tonight in this race is the 15. Or I'm saying we are seeing the 15, but we're not seeing the 58. Sorry, wrong car number. As they come off turn 4, final lap. There is Hearn in the, is that Lordstown? I can't tell what that says. Number 15, he's got Reed right there with him, about 0.3 back. Down the back straightaway. It is Lordstown on the car as he gets a little loose on entry. Lordstown Motors. Oh, and Dylan, here we go with the Kyle Larson impersonations off turn 4. Reed's going to go to the grass. Massey's spinning out almost. Cameron Hearn, he's going to the grass. He wins the heat race. Oh, and he gone. All righty then. At least they make it fun, right? Get the heat race out of the way. So Reed, Massey, Harvey, Brady, and Murata, your top 6. Briganti, Anderson, Hahn, and Kohlhaas. Hahn started last and finished 9th, so good job on his part in this race. So you'll see the starting lineup over there on the left-hand side, and let's talk with the driver of the 15 car. There he is. Let's get Cameron up here with us. Cameron, you got a copy, buddy?
I got you.
Hey, man, congratulations on the pole. Congratulations winning the heat race, and congratulations for landing over on the short track in turn 1.
Yeah.
That was an interesting flight there. But what'd you learn from that heat race that you're going to be able to take tonight into this main event?
Definitely the momentum. You definitely, the high side, especially when tires wear out a little bit, is where you want to be. So I think you'll see a lot of guys migrate up there as the race goes on.
With this track, of course, it's been getting, I want to call it an older surface. I mean, it was repaved in 2006, but for some reason, it still has plenty of grip. What is it about Vegas?
It's, I don't know. That's a good point. It's really fun. It's a really fast track. Like, you're barely off the throttle the first 5 to 10 laps,
right.
And then after that, you're just letting it kind of coast. But it's a fun track, and what I like about it is you can run low, high, in the middle. So it's easy to have good racing there.
How's the bumps in turn 1 where you're at about right now?
You want to go above it or below it?
Don't go on them.
Yeah,
Don't touch them.
If you enter on it, you might go up 2 or 3 lanes.
Don't want to do that, man. Well, hey, best of luck tonight. And that's a pretty spiffy green and black Lordstown Motors. I guess that's green. It's kind of a green-yellow blend, but still a cool-looking paint scheme there on that 15 car. Wish you the best, and let's see if we get you back in victory lane again.
I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you.
Absolutely, you too. That is Cameron Hearn, the pole sitter tonight for the race. Get him down to the Wilder Graphics channel. 113 laps going to make up this race tonight. There will be a couple of competition yellows. Real quickly, the weather as we enter this race. Partly cloudy, 77 degrees. Track temp at 79. Humidity at 57%, which is high for Vegas. North winds at 2 miles an hour. Sellout crowd in Viva Las Vegas. About to see Cameron and Dylan Reed, two of the faster guys in the series this season, take the green flag in race number 7. Green from Vegas. Off turn 4, going to pick up right where they left off. One car getting loose and heading grass cutting. As Cameron Hearn leads lap 1, that car in the grass is Hahn, I believe, the 85. Dalton Wilson, what's up, buddy? '85 going off track. Was able to hold on to it. We got to get up to speed as those tires is down on temp right now. Telder back here in that black and pink number 2 car, looking underneath the 29 of the cream soda machine of Ira Kohlhaas. Brandon Massey in the bang number 72, which, by the way, I enticed in one for the first time in my life a couple nights ago, a Bang energy drink. Excuse me. Of course, Vegas built back in 1997. Hosted its first Cup race that year. It has not looked back, hosting 2 races a season now, including a race in the playoffs. Back here, more fighting going on. You see Brandon Hughes, the 111 car. They're the 4, Chase Berry in front of him. Landon Quisenberry, the 75, who, if you got a chance to listen to the Cup race from Bristol, made his debut up in the booth with me Wednesday or on Sunday night when we did a broadcast. Did a phenomenal job. Saturday night, never mind. Did a phenomenal job. Young man's got a lot of talent, and you can tell he knows his racecraft. There he is underneath Ferguson. First lap of the race brought to you by Sim Speed Shop, specializing in custom sim racing hardware. Sim Speed Shop manufactures sim racing hardware utilizing the best components available, as well as mixing in real-life racing components when available. Customize your hardware in rig today at simspeedshop.com. Here's where you see the draft plan to roll right now. The handling hasn't really fully kicked in. But one thing that has kicked in is the battle for the lead. Here comes the Rowdy Energy, number 39. Brings it down to turn 1. Going to go right over the bumps right here. That's going to allow Hearn to carry the momentum off turn 2, and back to the lead he goes. Chris Harvey having a great run so far in that Tennessee Shine, number 97. Right behind him, Brandon Massey, who's had a couple of great runs in that 65. I know he's looking to do well tonight. And Adam Brady, who's had a couple of tough runs in that 77, up here in P5 right now. How about Joseph Murata, He was out last week or so, and he's come back in at Wilder Graphics number 5. And he's up in the 6th position right now, so some great runs so far. And the start of this race, already 8 laps in. And a big shout out to our Track Cams 4 Gourmet, if always the camera sponsors of the Captain Esports Network. You can check them out at trackcams22.com. Track Cams 4 Gourmet. We go back to the battle for the lead as Hearn sliding up the track using that middle to high groove. They're going to switch it up this time. See if the 39 can get the ride. I think there's too much grip right now on the bottom in 3 and 4. And they're barely blipping the throttle. We should get the run down the straightaway, though, as they wind the RPMs. You can definitely see where the bumpiness of this track has really come into play now. And back here, Ira Koolhaas at 29, coming off a top 3 in the last Cup race of the season at Bristol. Running pretty well in that 29 car right now. And let's go back to the lead again. Dylan Reed with a run to the bottom. Cameron able to hold on to the lead down to turn 3. This is what it's all about here in this LSRL, the Lightspeed Racing League Gridfinder Xfinity Series. Where, oh, by the way, it's the home of online racing communities is Gridfinder. You can browse hundreds of leagues racing on all gaming platforms across every racing sim every day of the week across the globe. That's including 1,000 leagues racing on iRacing, Assetto Corsa, ACC, R-Factor 2, F1 2020, and more. That probably includes F1 2021 now that is out. Maybe you could check that out. But if you're looking for a commentator or streamer for your racing broadcast like myself, you could check out Gridfinder there, or a designer for your next livery. Gridfinder has all the talent in one place. If you run a sim racing league, make sure you upload your community to Gridfinder so that more like-minded sim racers can find you. It's quick, easy, and best of all, it is free as Reed goes to the lead. But check out Gridfinder today. These guys putting on a fight for the lead, and I know Massey's like, man, I'd like to be able to catch them real quickly. Dan Witt is taking his 192 car behind the wall. Unfortunate for him. Now somebody, I think, had some blinking issues just there for a second. As you see, the field really hasn't spread out too much from the beginning of this race. You see Cameron Hearn now falling back as Reed took the lead, and now Massey's gone by. Now, I wonder if this is part of... I'm not sure what's going on here. I was looking to see if he has damage or maybe he's falling back purposely or what the deal is here. Because obviously when the caution comes out, he's going to go to the back. I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he will be falling back because Cameron Hearn didn't win the race at Bristol last week. Andy Bergani back here, the Lamborghini car. The 13 running in the 6th position. Let's check back here. Telder with a good fight going on with Brady. This is the 11th position here. Fontaine has gone by these couple of cars. You got the 2, the 75, and the 17 is Giuliano. Also up here in the 14th position after starting last in this race. You can see the cars all spreading out, running different groups. Quisenberry going to make the run the inside of the 17 here. You see him put that left side right down the white line. He's going to get a little tight there as Gugliano gives him a little bit of a squeeze. Fontaine's starting to put pressure on his buddy Kevin Anderson here. These guys good friends. Massey, Hearn, Harvey, Murata, Briganti, your top 6. Sheets, Kohlhaas, Fontaine, Anderson, Brady, Telder. First through, what is it, about 18th or so, separated by 8.5 seconds as now the caution comes out. And that'll be the competition caution at lap number 25. So what will happen here is Cameron Hearn, who won the race at Bristol, will fall to the back as per the league rules. And we will see cars on pit road here in just a moment. And basically the competition caution is a straight up caution. And here come the leaders to pit road. Race off pit road going to go to Dylan Reed. Massey will be second. You'll see Hearn sit on pit road probably here as he'll fall to the back. All right, we're going to step away for a quick second and come back. More racing for you here as we got our first competition caution. It is the Gridfinder Xfinity Series from the Lightspeed Racing League on the Captain Esports Network.
Butt kicker. Feel what you've been missing. Get yours today at www.thebuttkicker.com and be sure to use promo code LSRL for 20% off.
All right, welcome back as we go green here from Vegas, lap number 28. As Dylan Reed already out to a 4/10 of a second lead over Harvey, Murata, Sheets, and Kohlhaas, your top five. There you see the 29 of Kohlhaas as he tries to hold off Murata, who's having a great run tonight in that fourth position. Harvey up to the second position, as I mentioned, as we keep an eye on Cameron Hearn, who started back in the field on that restart in the 16th position right now. Battle here is Telder falling back as Quisenberry goes by. Giuliano there with him. A 92 of Jeff Converse, Kevin Anderson also in this fight. Cade Ferguson there in that 42 car having a great run tonight. Chris Hahn back there in the 85 car had an issue on lap number 1, is recovered, and here he is mid-pack right now. There's the 81. That's Kevin Anderson, the Rocket Nation number 81. As Cameron Hearn already up to the 14th position, working his way to the high side now for 13th. You can just hear the difference in each corner as those guys go sailing into turn 3 and 4. They're almost wide open through there, but 1 and 2, they're off the throttle. Just the way that the corner's set up, and then also with the bumps and stuff over in turn 1 where the tunnel is for the track. Speeds of nearly 190 miles an hour down to turn 1, as I look about 185 down to turn 3. Harvey not letting Reed get away. None of the top 4 getting away from each other here. Sorry about that. I had my manager called from work, so I had to take that call. So sorry about that, everyone. But back we are, 42 laps complete. Part of the manager life at the real job right there. But as we continue on, you see Kohlhaas and Murata continue to battle as Dylan Reed has stretched it out to a half-second lead. Down here in the 12th position, Brandon Massey. He's starting to put pressure on Converse. Brandon was running up near the front, had a 15.4 second stop, so Obviously a little struggle here in that Black Cherry Cola paint scheme. This shows you how much track position plays a role. You know, you had a car that was up there in the top 3 the whole entire time, and he is struggling to stay there. Back here, a little bit of a mess of cars. 81 of Anderson, the 42 of Ferguson, the 4. Oh, almost getting up into him. Chase Berry, Brandon Hughes, Chris Hahn. This is all back at the 14th through 19th position. Actually, 20th is in there too. And Adam Brady to the group, who's having struggles. There's Dylan Reed. He stretched it out a little bit, 7/10 over Harvey. And here's a battle for 6th. Make that the 7th position. Is Giuliano going to pass Bergani? So Anthony, you started dead last in the field tonight in that Monster Energy Camaro, running up in the top 7 right now. Biggest movers, there it is. Giuliano up 14 spots to 7th. Colas up 7 to 3rd, and Fontaine from 12th to 5th. There's Fontaine. Yeah, Moneymaker Motorsports number 22. Grew, as I like to call him. .50 laps complete. And we should see another competition caution coming up here in the next couple of minutes. As Reed just stretches it out here on the 97. Bergani falling back a little bit. I thought I saw him catch a piece of the wall a second ago. But Massey going to go by on the outside. You see Cameron Hearn has gone by, moved up to the 9th position. There's the 92 of Converse. And here's Fontaine to the inside of Murata. It's for the 4th position. And he takes that spot away. So Murata, who Missed about a week or so of racing, has come back in that Wilder Graphics number 5 and runs up here to top 5 having a fantastic run. One of the best ones we've seen since we started broadcasting, but obviously all these drivers got talent and stuff that race out here, so they always put on some great racing. Machi Kolas up there running the top groove, and you see these cars starting to kind of rubber band back together. There's my broadcasting buddy, Landon Quisenberry, who, in case you missed it, you can check it out on the YouTube channel right now. The broadcast from Saturday night, we did the rerun of the Wednesday Night Cup race that had Quisenberry join me in the booth and did a fantastic job, that young man there. Getting a pretty good run here on Giuliano. Let's see if he gives him the top. He does not, or does he? Maybe. He kind of gave it to him. Landon decided not to stick the nose in there. Telder making the pass on Berganti, so Andy unfortunately going backwards. How about this guy? This is the run of the night right here. This Ford Mustang, the 97 of Chris Harvey, doing a great job this evening. And now the caution's going to come out. So there's the competition caution for the second time this evening here on lap 55. And every car on the track is still in the lead lap, so we won't have a lucky dog award. Everybody should be on pit road again for 4 tires and fuel. And this will lead them to roughly 73 lap run or so to the finish, which, oh, by the way, has 70% fuel, so they will not be able to go all the way on fuel, which if they had 100%, they wouldn't. There we go, 4 tires and fuel, and Reed is going to win the race off pit road easily. We're going to step away for a second. We'll come back and get you the green flag and the finish of tonight's Gridfinder Xfinity Series race here on the Captain Esports Network. All right, back we are here in Vegas, getting ready to see the green flag come out at lap number 58. What has been a great night of racing so far. Pace car is going to pull off, and well, I think it's time for a lot of viewers' favorite part of the night. This is the part where I just sit back and be quiet and let you guys enjoy the sounds of the cars as we go and turn it up on the Captain Esports Network. Dylan Reed leads right now by 0.6 of a second as he has Cameron Hearn right there behind him now. Has worked his way back up through the field after starting tail end Charlie after the first competition caution. As we have passed the halfway point in this race, let's take a look at our race summary presented by Track Time Entertainment. Reed leads it, only 2 cautions for both the comps. And then 21 racers starting the race at 30.6. The fastest lap from Cameron Hearn in this race, and that is brought to you by Track Time Entertainment. They build custom driving simulators for the virtual racing community. They're manufactured, the simulators in Texas using U.S. extruded aluminum. Visit Track Time Entertainment on Facebook for all your sim rig needs and full lineup of their products. Proudly made in the USA. A lot of comers and goers in this race. Landon Quisenberry up to the 5th position. He started in 16th position. Brandon Sheets up 20 to 7th. That's a 13-spot gain there. I'm sorry, let me back that up. That's 13th to 7th. That's a 6-spot gain. Converse up from 17th to 9th. Speaking of Converse, here he is underneath Telder. These two battling it out for the 8th position. I am still impressed with this 97 car tonight of Chris Harvey. He has been top 3 all night long. Some might say he's the best of the rest tonight with Dylan and Cameron able to lead as much as they have so far. So again, still one more stop left with these guys. Ira Kohlhaas there, 7/10 back, landed Quisenberry 5th. There's just racing everywhere. These guys are just not able to get away from each other, which is very impressive to see out here. Fontaine, 10th position right now, 3.5 seconds back. Fontaine driving in there to the inside on Telder. These two know each other pretty well also. And Fontaine makes the pass. There's some great racing going on throughout the field. Hearn has not let Reed get away. That's still a half second up there at the front. And this fight back here is Giuliano looking inside of Anderson with Massey there behind him. Oh, Fontaine getting close to Converse. Had to get out of it a little bit. Now let him hold that position. Is Chase Berry going to continue on that high side? Race down the back straightaway into turn 3. See Telder all the way to the high side there. It looked like he maybe missed the corner a little bit. And that allows Giuliano to go on by for the position. Down to turn 1, you see Brandon Massey coming off pit road. This might be a scheduled pit stop here. Maybe a short pit for the 65. His pit stop was 7 seconds on pit road, so maybe fuel only. To get him to the finish of this race, we'll have to keep an eye on that strategy. Brandon Sheets in the 7th position right now. Oh, contact between the 17 and the 4. And Chase Berry gets into the outside wall and has to go saving it. It looked like a little bit of net code, actually. A great save by the 4 car. Actually, it already happened here. But it looked like the way that car jumped, it was a little bit of net code. I could be wrong. I don't know. That's close. But Chase off the pace now in the 18th position as Reed continues to lead. 33 laps to go. As Anna Brady comes to pit road, the 77 car. So Brady with a good stop there of 14.8 as he pulls out. As Chris Harvey continues to lead this race. Ira Kohlhaas, Landon Quisenberry, Joseph Murata. As now Cameron Hearn's going to come to pit road, so the first of the leaders on. Which I believe is a 45-mile-an-hour pit limit. It's either 45 or 50, I can't remember. Right at 30 laps to go to Lordstown Motors, number 15. So let's see when Dylan Reed and Chris Harvey all come to pit road here. You see Ira Kohlhaas to pit road now as the 29 comes in. This is at lap number 85. Less than 30 laps to go now. These guys on pit road. In what has been a fantastic race full of green flag racing and passing. Only the 2 cautions for the competition yellow so far. Four tires and fuel, and they pull away. So the top 5 have yet to come to pit road. Dylan Reed, Chris Harvey, Fontaine, Brandon Hughes, Cade Ferguson. Right now, your top 5. The first car on pit road now is the 84 of Anthony McInturf. Name we haven't said all night, so I want to give him a shout out. And that JBL Camaro, doing a great job. Fontaine on pit road. Also, Chris Harvey's coming to pit road and Cade Ferguson. So now 2 cars left to pit. And the question is, what lap will that be? Right now for Dylan Reed, he's on pit road. So Brandon Hughes now to the lead. He's the last of the leaders to come to pit road, and when this all cycles through, you are going to see Cameron Hearn go to the lead. And he's going to have a 5-second advantage over Landon Quisenberry. Brandon Massey will be up to 3rd. Ira Kolas will be 4th, and then finally Dylan Reed. And if I see the numbers right here, he's going to be about 7 seconds back of Cameron Hearn. So Brandon is hoping for a late race caution here, potentially to steal track position, is what this 111 is doing right now. But he's pulling down. Looks like he may be coming to pit road right here. One of the toughest pit roads to get on. So you see now Dylan Reed up to the 2nd position now. He's already gone by Ira Kohlhaas and Landon Quisenberry. So Reed now up to the 2nd spot. And way up there in the distance, that is the leader, Cameron Hearn. He's got a little bit fresher tires, so he might be able to make a run for it here. Quisenberry up to the 4th spot. There's Harvey in 5th. He's got Giuliano right there behind him in the 6th position. Brandon Sheets there in 7th right now. Still got 18 cars on the lead lap. Brandon Hughes still on pit road. Not sure if something happened there, but he's not left pit road since he entered. Check back here is Kevin Anderson putting pressure on Fontaine for the 10th position. Kevin Anderson doing a good job in that Rocket Nation car. There's the Bang Energy drink number 72 of Brandon Sheets trying to battle with Giuliano. Harvey having a little bit of blinking issues, looks like up ahead. Reed's got it down to 3.4 seconds, so I'm not sure if it's necessarily Cameron is that much slower with newer tires on Dylan, or if Cameron is maybe saving his tires as Dylan is catching them. This could be one of those little possum moves here, but I will say in fairness, Cameron 6 lap older tires than Dylan, so there could be a difference here in speed. All right, we're going to step away for just a quick second. We'll be right back here with the finish of this LSRL Gridfinder Xfinity Series race here on the Captain Esports Network.
Butt kicker. Feel what you've been missing. Get yours today at www.thebuttkicker.com and be sure to use promo code LSRL for 20% off.
Back we are, and you see the 39 making way. Back under 2 seconds now for the lead as Drift joins us. Hello, Drift. Good to see you, sir. What's going on here? And you got Adam Brady putting pressure back here on Converse now. This is for ninth. Issues for Telder here all of a sudden. 18th in the race now. Oh, he's been up against that outside wall. I was wondering what had taken place. He had run up in the top 10 all night. And now, unfortunately, has fallen back. Some great racing throughout this race. You see Fontaine with Sheets right in front of him. But the lead battle continues on as Dylan Reed is just continuing to reel in the 15 of Hearn. This was about a 7-second gap at one point. It is down to under a second with the green flag pit stops just a few minutes ago. You wonder how much possum the 15 is playing on the 39 here. Oh, they're leaning on each other into the corner. Hearn all over the side, trying to side draft him, and Dylan Reed is going to make the pass for the lead. Less than 8 laps to go. He is pulling away, so the tires are playing a role here, it looks like. I honestly thought Cameron could be playing a little bit of possum with Dylan and letting him catch him and saving tires, but the 7 laps have made a difference. And Hearn is falling back here about a half second right now. We're going to have a battle for third all of a sudden here. Comes Harvey. This has turned into a fantastic race. Cannot wait for the Cup race. That'll be coming up tomorrow night here with the Wilder Graphics Cup Series. Now, unfortunately, as you might know, we'll be broadcasting that race later on this week. I'm actually going to set, I think, a new date just for a while here. I'm going to talk with Landon and set a date, but if everything goes as planned, look for Sunday evenings for the rest of the season to be the spot for the Cup Series from LSRL, as now I have Friday and Sunday nights off. But I will keep everybody posted on that. As the 97 looking to put pressure on the 29. Here he comes to the inside, looking for a top 3 finish. A little moonshine, a little Pepsi. A lot of great racing. Kolas holding that high line here. He's going to have the preferred groove in turn 1. I say that as Harvey's going to hit those bumps and come up the track a little bit. He can hold it here. He might be able to clear him in 3 and 4, though. He kind of backed out of it there for a split second. Final lap for Dylan Reed as we watch the battle for third. Down the back straightaway, they're still side by side. As Dylan Reed brings it out of turn 3 and 4. He is going to see the checkered flag in his second win of the Xfinity season. Dylan Reed, your winner in Vegas. In a battle for third. Harvey's going to get it as Kolas got tight. For 11th, Murata and Brady not going to get it, so Murata will get 11th. The top 3 will come by, and they'll do a little photo shoot real quickly here. They'll give me an opportunity to show the results real quickly. Dylan Reed, Cameron Hearn, Chris Harvey, your top 3. Ira Kohlhaas, Landon Quisenberry, Anthony Giuliano finishing 6th. Sam Fontaine 7th. Brandon Sheets, Jeff Converse, Kevin Anderson, your top 10. Looking at the rest of the field here. Murata, Brady, Hahn, Brigante, and McInturf, your top 15. Cade Ferguson, Brandon Massey, Matthew Telder, Brandon Hughes, and Chase Berry, your top 20. Dan Witt and Joe Owen, unfortunately, did not start the 22-car race, so that is how they end up. We'll talk to the top 3 as Dylan Reed celebrates his second win. Good burnouts there. And while he celebrates, let's talk to our top 3 in the race this evening. We'll start with the 97, who had a fantastic run tonight. Very happy for him. A teammate to Reed. I know this is exactly what he wanted tonight. So, man, Chris Harvey joining us. Chris, what a great run for you tonight, man. You definitely showed the speed. You might not have been as fast as the 15 and the 39, but that 97 looked really good tonight.
Yeah, we had a good run. I knew I didn't have anything for those top 2. And whenever Cameron had to start at the back of the field, I thought me and Dylan might be able to bring home a 1-2 for Jaw Racing. But I'll take a third. Very happy with the third. I used up Ira out of 4. Immediately felt guilty about it. But I guess last turn, last lap, we raced clean there for like 4 laps in a row. And he's probably not too happy with me, but he can use me up next time he's racing for some position there. I guess he owes me one, but it was a really fun night. I'm happy for Dylan to get a W.
Yeah, you did a great job, man, and obviously we didn't get to see totally the battle there, but the side-by-side racing was phenomenal at the end there. Raced each other pretty clean there, and I know you talked about kind of maybe using up Ira a little too much there, but still, though, to get a good top 3, your teammate going to victory lane tonight here in Vegas, definitely continuing that momentum.
I think Dylan's got a really good shot to win the championship this year, so hopefully we can just keep putting finishes together. And it's been a lot of fun, man. This league is so much fun, and I'm just happy to be a part of it, honestly.
There you go, man. Well, great job tonight, Chris. I about called you Dylan. Great job, and shout out to whoever you like to, bud.
I'd like to say thanks to my teammates, Dylan, obviously. Anthony, he finished top 15 tonight. We didn't do a whole lot of practice this week, but I'd like to thank those guys. Dale, we're missing him tonight, and Uncle Russ. Thanks for watching all the races. Thanks you guys for streaming it, and Anthony and all the guys at this league put on a great show.
Yeah, great job here tonight, man. Congratulations on your third-place finish for you, and we will see you, let's see, I think you run. Do you run Wednesday nights or no?
Probably won't make it tomorrow.
Okay, so I'll see you next Tuesday then.
All right, see you guys.
Absolutely,
Thanks.
buddy. You too. That is Chris Harvey. Great finish for him tonight in the third-place run for him. Let's get him up there, and let's get our second-place finisher tonight. That is Cameron Hearn, who finishes second in that 15 car tonight. Cameron, I'm going to be honest with you there, bud. I thought for a second you were playing a little possum with Dylan. Because I'm like, this man's probably saving his tires up front, letting him catch him, and he's just going to pull right back ahead. And then he got to your inside, and I'm like, all right, I'm wrong.
Yeah, he was fast all night. I could not figure out turn 3 and 4, and he was killing me in that turn. And no matter what I did, I tried to follow his line. I couldn't make it happen. And I knew that when I pitted early that I had to get a good lead. And honestly, for a little bit there, I was like, all right, I got 5-6 seconds, looking good. And I saw half a second. And then once he got by me, he didn't leave me like I thought he would, but I felt like if I could maybe battle him for maybe 1 or 2 more laps, I could burn his tires up a little bit more, might have helped. But just wasn't the fastest car tonight. So I had to rely on some pit strategy, get me to the front, but I think the fastest guy won.
And, that could easily have been said to be you if the tide was turned there. But the one thing I do want to bring about Vegas, and I think it's very overrated, unless you've been on this track in iRacing, and it might even be like this in real life, both these turns are, like, drastically different. Turn 1 and 2 is very tight with the bumps at the bottom. Turn 3 and 4, it almost invites you to enter that corner hard, but you almost have to back up the corner to get into it right.
Yeah, you're right. I was really good in 1 and 2, and when I backed up the corner in 3, I would miss the apex.
Right.
So I'm scrubbing off tires because I missed the apex, and it's really hard to hit it right. And I felt like when I tried to back up the corner, I was way too early in the apex. So it was a battle all night. It was easier when I was following him through the corners, but when I was out front by myself, I could tell like really I'm scrubbing off speed here, and just a little bit, just a little bit off tonight.
Well, still a great run tonight. Good second place finish to back up the win last week. And shout out to whoever you like to, bud.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you guys doing the broadcast, and I'll tune in tomorrow morning and watch it. And just all the guys in the league that show up week in, week and week out. And congrats on Dylan. He was fast all night, so it's good to see him bring home the W. I think sometimes he has a little bit of bad luck throughout the race that really doesn't get the finish that he deserves. So it was fun battling with him. He raced me clean as always, and and the admins in the booth who race and try to keep up with what's going on and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to next week, and I'm not gonna be the guy that gets the EOL after the first stage. I'm looking forward to that. It was definitely fun to come up through the field, but it definitely was hard tonight, and just overall good finish.
He's got 3 wins on the season. One was in a blank car. The other, or not blank car, he had a different sponsor in it, sorry. But the other the other one, though, I think is worth 2/10 a lap, and that's Blippy.
Oh, I know.
I'm just saying. So I think we have to bring Blippy out next week. But great job tonight, man.
I appreciate it. We'll see what we can do. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Watch, he ends up happening. Chris Hearn finishes in the second position. So great job there to him this evening. And let's get our winner up here in Victory Lane this evening. I know he's going to be a pretty happy camper when it's over with. If where in the world did he go? He's not there. He's not there. Did he forget about me? Oh, no, he's down here. I got to look harder. He's down here in the chat. Anyways, Dylan Reed joining us this evening goes to Victory Lane tonight in what was a phenomenal race. Dylan, you led the most laps, obviously, this evening, and I know that was aided a little bit by that first stage. Obviously, Cameron going to the back, but Cameron led that first part of the race. But obviously, the difference was the 6-lap newer tires.
Yeah, I always try to stay out as long as I can, and I felt like 6 laps was a good advantage to get on Cameron, because it's really about that long run speed. You need to have the fastest car at the end.
Cameron felt that you were a lot faster than him in turn 3. I know you don't want to give away your secrets or anything like that, and I'm cool with that. But what were you doing in turn 3 that was helping you a lot?
Well, we're not gonna come back here again, so I don't mind sharing it. So the trick that I've learned in turn 3 is you got to really back up the corner a little bit more than you think, and use a trail brake it just a little bit in there. You wanna it's not what you want to do on every other corner. And every other corner that has like a double apex, you want to hit the second apex. Well, if you'll hit the first apex in this one, it kind of grips up right there, and you're able to just hug the line the whole way out. So it's like counterintuitive because you always want a late apex and hit that second apex coming off the corner. But on this one, if I backed it up and hit that first apex, it just seemed to grip up and it would never leave that line.
Kind of maybe a reminiscent of a Charlotte, I guess, when I think of it that way. But turn 3 and 4.
Same thing.
But
same with Texas.
Yeah, good point. And the one thing I shared with Cameron too is and I don't talk about it much on the air like this, but turn 1 and 2 and turn 3 and 4 are so different on this track. I mean, turn 1 and 2, you can send it in there pretty well. You got to slow up a little bit with the bumps. But it's like turn 3, even 4, it's like it invites you in there to go super fast. But like you said, you got to back it way up just to get the nose planted into the track and get the downforce into the corner.
Yeah, if you hit it too hard, you're going to blow up the right front.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. So, great job tonight, man. Second win of the season, I believe it was. I might have lost count. Second or third, something like that. But second win of the season as you continue your top 10 streak at 7 races now in 7 tries. So, you're going to extend that point lead a little bit. So, congrats and shout out to whoever you like to.
Yeah, as always, thanks to the Light Speed Racing League for hosting this. It's always a fun event, especially when it goes flag to flag like that. That's always the most fun racing, is when you can really just get out there and wheel the car around. And then obviously for you guys for broadcasting it, that's always fun. I go back and watch it every time, and it's always just fun to pick up on things you obviously don't get to see during the race. And then for my teammates, Chris Harvey had a great run today. Yeah. He finished up in the third. Me and him were 1-2 all of stage 2. That was always kind of fun. being up there, some hard work paying off.
Yeah, you guys definitely had a great show. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, that's it. That's about everybody.
No, you guys all did a great job tonight, man. You and Harvey. I'm trying to remember who the third guy was here. I'm looking for him on the roster here.
Anthony.
Anthony.
He finished 15th.
15. Okay, well,
Which is a good run for him because he's new to iRacing.
Yeah, and he's been looking solid. I know he's had a couple good runs, had a good lap out there tonight. We watched him a couple times. So, but great job tonight to your whole team, and congrats.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely. That is your winner tonight, Dylan Reed, third win or second win of the season. I don't know how to count. Anyways, that is going to do it tonight for us. I am going to get off and go get myself ready to get some sleep, but I appreciate everybody joining us tonight here for the broadcast for the Lite Speed Racing League. It was a lot of fun. Next time we're on the air tomorrow night, it will be the Great Lakes Sim Racing League Truck Series race from the Charlotte Motor Speedway. We are going to plan to get this broadcast on Sunday night for the Cup Series tomorrow night, presented by Wilder Graphics, and make Sunday night the new home for the Cup Series throughout the rest of this season. So looking forward to all the fun there with Landon, and we're going to go from there. So enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night. Congratulations to Dylan Reed on the win. Big thanks to all the viewers. Thanks to all the racers tonight. Big thanks to Track Cams for Gourmet for camera showing the cameras for us this evening. And that was definitely a great race to be a part of. So until then, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. And remember, this isn't just a game. It's iRacing. See ya.